Welcome to Immedi Chats.
Now recording.
Sup, Craig?
What's up, Greg?
There he is. Now you know.
Now you know.
That was not what I was expecting Greg to sound like. Wow.
I actually added that little audio clip into the intro of the last episode. I might add it into everyone from this point forward because I love it.
That's great.
Okay, well, hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Immedi Chats. And if you can't tell, we have a new voice here on the line with us. Special guest episode featuring my cousin, Sadie. Hello,
Hey.
Sadie. Welcome
Hey.
to Immedi Chats.
There's a person on here?
A whole ass person.
Whole person.
Hey, Sadie.
A
I
real
know
person.
you.
We're soon to be in-laws.
That's oh my god, we just talked about that this weekend. I was showing them pictures of Cooper's haircut.
Yeah, his mullet.
Yes.
I love it so much.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Claire is betrothed to Cooper. Yeah.
Yes.
Sadie's oldest and Aaron and Lyle's youngest have been
I
betrothed.
just want to say something real quick. Sadie, this bee, had the nerve
Oh
to
yeah.
be due after me with Cooper, but have him before. When I got an alert saying she was giving birth, I was so jealous and gigantic.
Yeah,
Aaron was
Toby-
feeling pretty foul at that point.
Toby told me the text message that you sent him.
Yeah. She was so mad. Happy
I mean,
for
I
you.
was
but so
happy
mad.
for you, yes, but like so jealous. I'm not the type of person to not admit when I'm jealous about something. And I was like, I can't believe this. I got to still have a baby inside me and hers gets to come out.
Oh my god, so funny.
And that was
yes.
my first, and you're third. So it seems like you would have popped
I
before
know.
me.
I know.
That's true.
It does seem that way.
So Sadie is my cousin. She is my mom's sister's second child. And I pretty much grew up with Sadie. We grew up away from them. Like we lived like 2.5 hours away, but we would spend all our summers with them and spend a lot of time at their house because they had a pool and they were just our younger cousins who were fun to play with. So we spent a lot of time together while we were younger.
Yep. Driving to Opelousas, watching Friends together.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Sadie. I took Sadie and her friend, or probably a couple of different friends along the way
Yes.
for some trips to my mom's house. Good
That's
times.
cool.
Yeah,
It's a good cousin.
It is.
But yeah, we used to have a lot of fun.
So what's the age difference here?
Well,
Oh,
you guys know I'm
11?
like in my 90s.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that.
And Sadie's she can drink now. She's just turned 21. So
Wow.
no, how old are you, Sadie? I don't even know.
I will be 30 in July.
Okay, so yeah, about 11 years difference.
Ooh-wee.
God damn it.
I know.
That's our third oldest guest host so far. No, fourth oldest. I forgot about Jamie for a second there. My bad, Jamie.
I just turned 39.
Sheesh.
Oh my
How's it
gosh.
feel?
Ain't the oldest one here, though.
How's it feel to be
Whatever.
2 years older than me, Aaron?
Just shut up.
Aaron,
am
you're
a
2
year-
years older
I'm a
than
year-
Lyle?
No, just for until his birthday next month. He likes to say there's 2 years between us. It's just a year and 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Get them.
So for
I'm
2
still a cougar, though.
I am too. Wes is 3 months younger than me, so I am too.
Oh, nice.
Insert cougar growl.
Make a note
I
of
did
timestamp.
figure out It's technically called a puma, though.
Oh,
if
wait,
it's not
why?
that much of an age gap? If it's like a
Yeah,
smaller age
because I
gap?
think it's like got to be like 15 years or something to be a cougar.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
interesting. Is
I
this like
don't think I've ever
a
heard that.
bear otter situation?
Mm,
A
I'm
bear
looking
otter
it up.
situation. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like a big burly hairy man is a
Yeah,
bear,
yeah,
and
yeah.
a
I got you.
smaller hairy man is an otter.
I got you.
Found this out when I was told very explicitly that I was an otter.
Oh, apparently. What qualifies you to be a cougar? This is my did you know?
Okay, we got an early. Did you know?
Get it in early.
A cougar is a woman between age 45 and 55 who wants to have sex with men between 18 and 30.
Oh,
Oh,
shit. I
that's
didn't know it was all
specific.
that. I thought it was
Yeah.
just, we always use it as just like an older woman with a younger man.
A woman who seeks romantic or sexual relationships with significantly younger men.
So
Why they cut
what's
it off at 55 though? What's the older than 55 range?
I don't know.
well? What's a puma? What's the definition there?
Oh, wait.
Oh God.
I'm so dead. Okay. Age 18 to 21
What?
is a wild cat.
What?
Apparently, oh wait, maybe this is just really a cougar. I don't know if this is a woman cougar or an actual cougar.
This conversation
Yeah, who knew this is where we were gonna land?
is
So,
unhinged.
Okay, this is Star 105.5. Music from the Burbs posted this on Facebook.
And I trust them explicitly.
Yeah, feline scale for women. Rachel is a lynx. Tina is a puma. Okay, anyway. 18 to 21 is a wildcat.
Okay.
22 to 29 is a lynx.
That makes me
Go
just
ahead,
think of-
Sadie.
I'm a lynx.
30 to 39 is a puma. 40
Okay.
to 49 is a cougar. 50 to 59 is a jaguar.
Oh.
60 to 69 is a panther.
Okay.
that's the best
70 to 79 is a cheetah. 80
What?
to 89 is a leopard.
Uh-uh.
I'm
I
so
was-
dead. I'm so dead for this next one. Oh my god.
Oh God.
90 to 99, saber-toothed tiger. You should have saved that one for last because 100 plus is a lion.
Wait, I was
Anyway.
with it until Panther, and then Jaguar ran off the rails, but then they sold me back at Sabretooth.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Sabretooth brought me back in for show.
That was
But oh, that's
fantastic.
really my early did you know because I was struggling.
That's very informative.
Yeah, now I know.
I
knew
did not
something I
know.
didn't. Now I know something I didn't know before today.
Oh gosh.
I got 11 months left of cougar age. I mean, puma age. Then I'm a cougar.
Yep. Great.
Okay. Well, thanks for that. That was
Yep.
fantastic.
Good for that. All right. So, what's everybody been up to?
Well,
Not
I
sleeping.
want Sadie to introduce herself a little bit more.
Yeah, probably. Good.
Okay. Anything else you want to share?
So I just, I have Cooper, 2-year-old,
Yeah.
and then I have a new little baby, Jax. He's 3 months. So
You guys live away, so I haven't even met him yet.
yeah, he's getting big, but yeah, sleep is not really in our arsenal right now, but
Yeah.
it's
Understand.
getting better.
Yeah.
So tell us about a little bit of his mannerisms as he's not sleeping good. How often is he sleeping? Or
Oh, well, Jax is the best baby.
Nice.
Compared to Cooper, the best baby. He is
Be
the
careful
happiest
with
little
that.
thing. We don't hear him unless he is hungry or is tired. And then as far as sleep goes, the beginning of the night is pretty good. He'll usually go to bed around 9ish and he'll sleep till about 2. And then he's up every 2.5 to 3 hours after that.
oh my goodness.
So,
Wow.
yeah. But it doesn't really affect us that much because Cooper has never slept since the day he came out. So
I gotcha.
we have just have gotten accustomed to not sleeping very well.
It'll
Cooper
get
sleeps
better.
by himself in his own room, or he sleeps with y'all? Like, what's his deal?
Yeah. So he goes to bed in his own room.
Uh-huh.
And so we had him in a crib, and then when around Christmas time, we were like, okay, we're going to put him in a toddler bed to where we could put the crib for Jax in the other room. So we got him a toddler bed. Well, now he wakes up at like, it could vary with the night, but usually between like 2 and 5, he'll wake up crying and he'll want to come in our bed. But with Jax being now here, it's hard to put him in our bed because I have to feed Jax and do all that, and then it's going to wake him up again. So now what Wes does is he just goes sleep with him. So we took our queen size bed and put it in our extra bed and put it in his room. So Cooper's in a big old queen size bed on the floor.
Oh God, okay.
It's just like the mattress and the box spring on the floor.
I
So he
got you.
can't like fall out of it.
Right.
I got you. Yeah.
And there's
So,
room
and
for
then
Wesley to be comfortable when he's in there.
yes, so like when he wakes up in the middle of the night, Wes will just go and sleep with the rest of the night with him.
Gotcha.
But before we had Jax, we would just throw him in the bed with us.
Yeah, yeah.
But we always try to put him in his bed first.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we want him to be able to sleep in his own bed. Eventually, hopefully.
Well,
We
Aaron and Law can
had-
speak to some of that.
Yeah.
They deal with a lot of that.
timeline where literally every night Oliver and Simon would both get up and come down into our bed.
And here's the deal, like Oliver would wake Simon up to come.
Yes. And they come with the two of them, one pillow each, and at least 2 to 3 stuffed animals each.
Oh my goodness.
just
And
come-
does that still happen?
Not every night, but it's probably at least once a week, if not twice a week, I would say. It happens still.
Periodically, yeah. But I will say this. They do not wake us up. They get in our bed, they figure it out. And especially when it was just Oliver, like I didn't even know when he was in our bed sometimes. And Oliver used to he would make multiple trips to make sure he had all of his stuffies and his pillow. We would wake up and we had like 70 stuffies in our bed.
Yeah.
That's
But
funny.
anyway.
Well, Cooper is like an alligator when he sleeps. Like you just get a foot to the head in the middle of your sleep, and you're like, oh my gosh. So you don't really get much sleep when you're in the bed with Cooper. So
Luckily, Locke
fun.
and I are both hard. Like both sleep pretty hard. Every once in a while, they'll get me and wake me up, but for the most part, I once woke up with a dog's face completely laying on top of my own face. So
Didn't even know.
I didn't.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's like selective hearing in my sleep.
Yeah.
Like if it gets like I think Claire does wake up sometimes in the middle of the night, and like she'll whine and cry, but
you just tune it out.
yeah, and if it's long enough and she really needs us, like I'll hear her, but I kind of let that other stuff slide. And when we were recently at my brother's, she did this, so I went to check on her because she was sleeping in the same room as us in her pack and play, and she like cried like she was awake, and I went down there, I like patted her on the butt. I'm like, "It's mommy's here." And she did not even acknowledge me that I was there. So she was doing that in her sleep. She didn't even know she was doing it.
That's what a lot of people say.
Yeah.
They're like, with Cooper, he was our first. So like any little noise he made, I was like running into his room.
Mm-hmm.
But they say that they're doing it in their sleep, and you really shouldn't. You should wait a little bit. But
so do you ever have you ever put your kid to bed, and as you're walking up, they wake, like they're asleep, and you put them down, and as you're walking out, they wake up, and you like just fall down to the floor and stealth out of there?
Yes.
Okay. I have to say, I don't think you're officially a parent until that happens.
I almost talked about that. We were talking about something today, and I remembered you being like go and check on something in Oliver's room or trying to get out, and he like picked his head up, and you would like drop below the edge of the crib.
No one's here. You see nothing.
That's funny.
Yes, army crawl out the room.
Yes.
Oh no, I was just asking them what they're gonna do once Claire's in a bed that she can get out of. Then y'all might have all three of them come and jump in bed.
Here's the thing. She can get out of her crib.
But she
But
doesn't.
something is keeping her in. We never even like lowered the crib any further than like she could definitely get out.
Yeah.
She just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just hasn't figured it out yet.
And she
Yeah.
lies in there awake for decent amounts of
Yeah.
time.
Oh yeah. She will stay in there for hours sometimes for a nap.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
And like we'll hear her just on her monitor go, where go, where go.
Cooper can't open doors yet, thank God. So like he's stuck in his room at night.
Yeah, she
And
couldn't
so-
open the door to get out. For sure.
Yeah. I don't think she would be able to do it. Yeah.
Because we had to change all our knobs a while back from the handle knobs to like a normal doorknob because the cats
Yeah.
would get up and open the handle knob and go into rooms and chew up wires.
Yeah.
So we had to change all the knobs so she couldn't get out. But the other day, my mom, I think it was my mom, it might have been Erin, but they put her down for a nap, and we'll pretend it's my mom for this story. And I hear her go, Tema, Tema. And my mom didn't like go get her immediately, obviously, or answer her or anything. And she went, I don't care.
That's funny.
Yeah. She entertains herself.
She could reach that. I accidentally, she has this little Tony box. You know what that is, Sadie?
Yes, we don't have one, but I do know what they are.
Yeah, so she has that and she loves that. Well, when we went to Aaron's brother's house, the first time I went and put her down for a nap, it was within arm's reach of her. And she every time it would go off, she'd just get up and turn it back on. So Aaron went in there like hours later and it was still playing. She's like, that's not right.
Yeah. Because they're like max like 55 minutes long.
Yeah, and
Oh,
most of them
wow.
are like 30 minutes or less. So,
Yeah. So she just will like change them back and forth. So
Them things are
Anyway.
expensive.
yeah,
okay, so that kept us from buying for a long time, but finally this past Christmas they were on sale and you got like 3 characters for the same price as the box itself. So we decided to get that for her for Christmas.
Is
But
it
yeah,
worth
the
it?
little oh, she loves it.
Mhm.
I mean, it can get annoying though.
Mhm.
But
That's-
I do think like it is a really neat thing. Plus, but the little characters are really expensive, and they're about to go up. They're like $20 a character.
Wow.
Yeah, and you don't even get like the original song most of the time.
Yeah, somebody said that like you can get the character doesn't match the songs that it plays sometimes.
Right, like so it does. It's related in some type of way. Like so, Anna has an Elsa song on it, but really she's just like she has the second movie stuff on it. The thing about it is though, like there's very few of them that it's the actual like Disney character from the movie singing. Like they've hired some other singer to sing these songs. Some of them are close and some of them are awful. Like who is it, Lyle, that you said was so bad?
well, I was reading online when we were looking because I don't know what had happened, but I noticed one day because the Elsa one sounds pretty accurate. But one of them we got and we put it on. I was like, that's not the person from the movie. And so I was looking it up, and people were complaining about saying some of them were super terrible. But what it was the Anna one from the second movie. has an Olaf song on, and that guy isn't even trying to pretend to sound like Olaf. Like,
Oh god.
it's just a random dude singing an Olaf song. I'm like, that's
She does still like it though.
yeah. I mean, they're not like awful singers. It's just they are definitely not movie actors.
And actually I think that song, Simon was the one that was like, "That's not Olaf."
Calling him out.
And
right.
the one on Moana, the Maui song, that one's pretty bad too.
You're welcome.
Mhm. Anyway,
Anyway, so Sadie, y'all live like what, 30-ish minutes away from like the Gulf Coast beach?
Yes.
Y'all been spending some time out there this summer, yeah?
Yes, we've been a few times. It's hard with Jax being so little, but Cooper loves it.
Does he?
Yes, him and Wes went in the boat Friday. Wes kept him home from school and they went in the boat and he was like swimming. Like he obviously can't swim yet, but like I've never seen him just want to be in the water before
Oh,
and he was like all up in it. He loves the sand,
oh, that's
all
good.
that good stuff. So
That's awesome.
he's fun right now at the beach.
I saw the picture you sent in his little construction hat and vest.
Yes, that was Wes. That's Wes's work stuff, and
Oh, okay.
I like came home from work, and Wes had went get them from school early or something, and he was in the garage with that on when I drove up.
That's so funny. Now, he started a new daycare, huh? Or,
Tomorrow.
oh, he does? Okay.
Yes, we're in between. So he's I started back work 2 weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
and so Cooper and Jax both were going to a girl, just like a sitter,
Okay.
with a few other kids because their daycare shut down.
That's
They were
what it
supposed to
was.
go to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a mess.
Okay.
But they start tomorrow, so I'm
Nice.
nervous for
Yeah.
Cooper, just because strangers, and I'm sure it's going to be a rough little go. But I mean,
Okay.
he used to have daycare, just
Yeah, he's not going to know anybody at first.
yeah. But they have like a huge indoor playground, like
Oh,
McDonald's on steroids.
really?
Yeah, so I'm like jealous. I'm like
Oh, he
that would
may
be
see that and be like, "Bye, mom."
yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. So we'll
They
see.
they do some sort of like structured day there with them, or is it kind of just
Yeah, so it's actually a school. It's like a K through 12 school, but they offer preschool. It's like a
oh,
oh,
okay.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's like a Christian school. It's religious, based and stuff. So,
Oh, okay.
um, they do some of that and then but yeah, it's all like curriculum structured and stuff. So,
Wow, okay. Very good.
yeah, I'm excited to see how it is. I hope it's better than the one we were at. The one we were at was good. It just was not consistent.
Hmm, gotcha.
Yeah.
So wait, how was it going back to work?
It was good. I enjoy work. I mean,
Okay.
I guess I don't like the work, but I
Yeah.
like going and talking to people and interacting with, adults and
Do you want to say what you do?
yeah, I'm a dietitian.
You diet for a
Oh.
living.
Yeah, I tell people what to eat for a living.
Oh,
Oh,
you need to tell me what to eat.
I have a.
And if you could please, just tell me to eat things that are good.
I'm inputting all my information for the weekend,
Uh-huh.
and I just looked up like calories in pepper jelly.
Okay.
Would you like to know the default serving size they presented for pepper jelly?
I'm gonna guess it had to have been at least
A
two
teaspoon.
2 tablespoons.
I would have said a tablespoon.
Incorrect. They gave me the calories for 1 cup of pepper jelly.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god!
god.
As the
Who is
default.
eating that much pepper
I
jelly?
don't know. It's 803 calories though, just so you know.
Dang.
I was like, I looked at it and I was like, hang on, what is? Oh, it's a cup, not a table. I was expecting like a tablespoon or something like that.
That's like a modest hamburger.
For real.
Jesus.
They hit me hard with that one.
Yeah, we've been doing a little
Disclaimer: I
weight.
did not eat that much pepper jelly.
No, you didn't. We've been doing a little weight loss journey, Sadie,
I've
Aaron,
been
Lyle, and I.
I've been hearing y'all talking about it on the podcast.
Yeah, yeah. Aaron and I are using the Weight Watchers app, and
I,
Lyle's just tracking his stuff manually.
I love Weight Watchers.
Yeah, it's been. I've never done it before. I just jumped on the bandwagon to do it with Aaron, and at first I really liked it. It was effective, helpful, and letting me know when, okay, now you need to stop eating shit today. That kind
Yeah.
of situation. But I did get bored with logging, and I kind of fell off the bandwagon this past week with logging. Haven't been
That's
logging as
how
much.
I did it a few years ago too, and I
Yeah.
had like a group of people that did it with me,
Mhm.
and that's how I was. And first I just enjoyed it because it was like really showing you portion control,
Right.
but then it gets tedious. But I think it's a good way to learn portion control.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to say. I do feel like I have those habits now, though, and I'm not
Yes,
logging because I kind of know, right? I've
exactly.
established the things that I've been eating over the last couple of months, and I just keep doing those things. So,
Yeah, that's what I think. I think Weight Watchers is like a good, um,
like a
like
Kickstarter for that kind of.
Well-rounded, I guess,
yes,
maybe.
that's what I want to say. Like a
Like you
well-rounded.
don't
Like
have to really cut anything out.
yes, anyone can use it. Like whatever it's not like, oh my gosh, you can't have this, you can't have this, you can't have this. Like you can have anything you want, but in moderation.
Yeah. Just know if you eat that piece of pizza, you ain't got but 2 points left for supper.
Have you heard of Optavia or Optavia, however you say it?
I have, but I'm not very familiar with it.
Okay, I was just wondering what you thought about it, but yeah, if you didn't,
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with it. I would have to like do some research.
I did it a couple of years ago, and it was working really well for me, but like you literally had packets of food, you bought their food, and
hmm
you ate that 5 times a day, I think, or 6 times a day, and then you had protein and veggies, like, only. Get out of here. I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
The
Cat.
cat. Um,
That's how they talk to their kids, y'all. Isn't that a shame? Get out of here.
so then you had proteins and veggies for a meal that you made yourself, and I lost, like, almost 30 pounds, like, in about 3 months or so, and I stuck to it,
That's good.
and I didn't realize it did kind of fix my fertility issues, which made me get pregnant with Claire, but,
Whoopsie.
yeah, that
That's a
I
side
should have
effect, not on the package.
yeah.
For real.
But, like, I could never get back into it, like, I tried, like, probably 2 other times, and I could just never get back into it because it's not sustainable.
That's it. Yeah, that's
And
the
they will
biggest
tell
thing.
you, like, that it is, but, like, once you get to a certain weight, you're supposed to, like, bring in some other stuff that you have cut out, but
Yes.
you always snack on their foods, and I'm like, "I don't wanna do that forever to maintain this weight."
Yeah.
So,
That's
anyway.
why I like Weight Watchers because like it's not their food, it's not anything. You eat your own food, and then it just teaches you portion control, and that's like the biggest thing with weight loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Calories
si
in versus calories out.
Hey.
my sister-in-law is also a dietitian, technically,
Oh, I did not know that.
but she does for the school board for the
Yeah,
parish that they work in. She does the menus for all the kids.
that's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
I've
Sadie,
did that with
go.
my internship. I've shadowed a lady who worked in the school board.
So, in your current job, do you primarily work with a particular style of clientele? Or you like, I don't know what your business does typically.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much specialized. I do dialysis patients.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so I just work in a dialysis center. So all of everything that I do is focused on the renal diet.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't really like weight loss just
Yeah.
because it's so gray and
Yeah, I would imagine it's different for different people, and
yeah, I'm not a big weight loss person because people want meal plans and that's a lot of work and
yeah,
that doesn't really, I'm more specialized into like a disease state.
gotcha.
That's cool. Like, so you are, is that kidney? Or,
Yes.
okay. So, like, people who are on dialysis have to eat a certain way, apparently,
Y-
or they're
yes,
supposed to.
yes, it affects them. Like it can kill them. Their diet can kill them.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
because basically your kidney's not filtering your blood correctly, right?
Yes. Yes. So like your potassium and your electrolytes are not balanced because you can't get rid of them.
Mm,
So your potassium has to do with the rhythms of your heart. So if you eat too much potassium when you're on dialysis, you can like you can have a heart attack.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's very important. We're a big part of the team. The dietitians in our company are a big part of our team. Like the doctors really look at us to do like we do some med changes as well and we have a lot of say so and input.
that's
Interesting.
cool.
Yeah.
You're welcome, listeners. You just got some free medical advice.
Yes.
Oh, Lord, we're going to have to start charging.
Also, don't sue us if you followed it and got negative results. Okay, well, let's talk about what we've been up to. How about that?
Why don't you go first, Sadie?
Okay.
What's been going on in life other than new baby and back to work?
Well, that's
That's a
pretty
lot.
much
That's it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's pretty much engulfing. Well, Wes was in a wedding not that long ago, a few weekends ago.
Okay.
Got to see everybody except for Toby.
Yep.
We were there like Thursday to Saturday, so Toby
Yep.
had to work.
Yep.
So got to see everybody. That was really good. We hadn't been there in a while since before we had Jax.
Yep.
Been going to the beach a little bit here and there.
Yeah. Y'all did any
And,
vacations like last fall
um, like
before Jax came?
yeah, we took Cooper to Boston
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Boston.
and Boston. Um, we caught a few Red Sox games. That's Wes's favorite team. Kind of a
Nice.
bucket list trip for him to go to Fenway. So Cooper was the best kid too.
He
Like
That's
traveled well.
awesome.
yes, we were so shocked because I mean, y'all have Claire the same age. Like it's a fun age, but it's also like they can't get out what they want to say. They tantrum.
Oh, yeah.
He was an angel. The plane flights we went cheap. We didn't go direct flight. Like we tried to get as cheap as possible. And we had like layovers on the way there and on the way back. So I was so nervous. And he was just the best kid.
Nice.
Just sat there. Thank goodness for Toby though, because we had,
Oh
videos.
yeah. I put him some videos on Plex for Sadie to download onto the
Yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember you saying that.
iPad.
And
Yeah.
he just literally sat in his little seat. And we didn't buy him a seat. Like we were just going to hold him on our laps because he was under 2. And we ended up getting a third seat on every plane we were because they weren't full at all. So he got his own seat and he just sat and watched the iPad or slept. And he was just so good. And then he loved the baseball games. My
Nice.
goodness. Yes,
Oh,
he
that's
thrives. Cooper thrives in crowds. He's loud and he thrives in it.
does he talk to a lot of people? Does he like to interact with people,
Yes.
or okay?
Yes. He'll just like walk up to people and be like, "Hi." Hi.
That's how Oliver is.
Yes. Oliver got me out of my shell a little bit.
Yes, Cooper
Just
is the
'cause,
same way.
yeah,
It's funny.
got me
Okay.
talking to people that I don't even know.
Well,
yeah,
And he
that's
and he used to like go up and say all 3 of his names to these people. I'm like, Oliver, you gotta stop, dude.
yeah,
You just tell him your first name.
so funny.
that's pretty much been it with us.
Okay,
Besides,
okay.
yeah.
Well, since you guys last heard from us, what did you guys do weekend before last? We weren't together.
Who
That
else?
was the weekend. That was the
We
weekend the kids
went.
got out of school. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So
Did we go to Brianna? Yeah, we talked about Brianna's graduation.
Yeah. Aaron's
Yeah,
niece graduated from
2
high
weeks
school.
ago.
High school. Shout out.
We talked
Yeah,
about that already, I think.
yeah.
So this last weekend, not this current weekend that we were recording on,
It was Memorial Day.
it was Memorial. It was the
Oh,
kids got out of
right.
school the Thursday before that, and then we kind of had a little like relaxed, fun weekend, and it was Memorial Day on Monday. But on Sunday, we dragged out and blew up our new yard toy, which is a inflatable slide climbing water play area, kind of like those big, like the fun jump water slide type things, but smaller than.
Smaller
And
than the big commercial ones, but still pretty big.
still quite large, yes. And the kid, we got it and we showed it to them when Easter, I think.
Yeah, because I was there.
Yeah, because Toby helped get it a little
No,
bit.
not Easter. For
Yeah.
Oliver's,
Oh, for the
no,
dance
for
recital.
his
Yes.
dance recital.
Oh, the dance recital because I brought it then. You're
Yeah,
right.
it was part of his like title gift or what. I don't know.
Yeah,
remember.
listen to this. I
We went to Toby's house.
went to Toby's house, ordered something from Walmart, had it shipped to Toby's house. Came home, ordered this thing, had it shipped to Toby's house
Accidentally.
by accident.
But luckily enough, I was going there the next weekend.
Yeah. So he brought it and we showed it to them and they were so excited, but we were just so busy because like school was about to let out and the dance recital had just happened and everything else. So we just didn't get it, never got a chance. And then we had to go to the graduation. Aaron was busy with cookies. We never got a chance to play with it, but we were like, too soon, soon. And Simon every day was like, can we do that pool yet? So the Sunday before Memorial Day, we blew it up and they got out there and they played in that thing for probably 3 or 4 hours
Nice.
that day. And then I went out and like kind of saw them and stuff. And then on Monday, on Memorial Day, I like got in there with them and we were climbing and jumping and wrestling and throwing little water balloons at each other. And they were in there from, I think, 1 to 6, not
Yeah.
counting a short break for like lunch and to get out of the lightning and stuff like that. And then back out they went.
That's crazy.
Oh, we had swimming lessons too. We did the week of swimming lessons. So that was another thing that we were doing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so yeah, we got that all set up and they were having a blast with that. And we haven't been able to re-inflate it yet, but maybe this week. Well, definitely this week we'll get it back online for them.
I was in Biloxi that weekend, Memorial Day weekend. I went meet some coworkers and some other friends and went to do a little casino hopping and lost some money.
I was
But it was a
about to
good
ask,
time.
did you win?
No, not this time. I did not win this time.
I
But a friend of-
always tell him like that he has to give me 50%.
Toby is the right person to ask for 50%.
yeah,
Yeah.
Every
usually-
time I'm with Toby, he wins.
He's a damn
Oh,
good-
let me just tell you, it's the bane of my existence.
I'm usually pretty lucky, I gotta say. But this past weekend, I was not very lucky. But we had a good time. We had fun. I hadn't been since earlier this year. It's like only the second time I go this year. It was fun.
We went to Vegas with him, and I kid you not, he's like, okay, I'm gonna pick a machine, and then you sit next to one. You sit to the one next to me, and then you gonna pick a machine. I'll sit on the one next to you. Literally every time he won, I lost.
Yep. Always.
And I was getting legitimately pissed off.
Back in the day, though, me and Sadie and her mom, we went to a little casino. I don't know, about a half an hour from where we live, and we were playing this little fish machine or something. It was a penny machine,
Yes.
but we won like $800. That was
Yes.
so
wow.
fun. Yeah, that was so much fun. We were
I
like all
went
taking turns pressing the button, and
every time I went to the casino after that. I
you played
always
that
wanted
fine?
to play
Find that
fish
game?
machine.
Isn't it funny you never hit on the same machine though?
No, I never hit on it again.
Very rarely does that ever happen. Anyway, okay, so fast forward to this weekend. Somebody want to say what we did?
We went to Baton Rouge.
We went to the Capitol.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And we met our friend Jen, listener of the podcast, fan of the immediates.
Shout out, Jen.
She came yesterday morning. We played board games.
You forgot best streamer on Twitch.
Yeah. Best streamer on Twitch. On Friday night, we met Toby there. We went to eat at a restaurant called Mike Anderson's. Then we played some board games and we went to bed, like, for us on a board game weekend, like
between 11 and 12.
Yeah, relatively early. And then we
had
woke up.
all worked that day, so
Yeah.
we were tired.
And then woke up. I asked Toby to bring me to get coffee because I was blocked in the garage. And I told him I'd pay him $5, but I never did pay him.
You sure didn't. I got it logged down here in my notes.
And we went to this place called Seven Brew. And when I tell you, they were having a party at 9 a.m.
Yes, they always have the music.
You know about the
jamming.
Seven Brew?
Yes, they have them all over around here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I'd never seen one.
I mean, music you could twerk to.
It was popping. It was popping.
So, yeah, we went there. It was pretty good, the coffee I got. I just told them to basically pick something for me, but here were my requirements.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, I don't even know what I got.
I've never actually been to a Seven Brew, but I've been, like, to a building next to it, and I'm like, what are they doing?
You heard them.
Yeah.
Then Jen came. Then we went to eat at a place called Cava, which is like Mediterranean bowls. It was pretty good. And then we went to a game shop so Lyle could see some of his old friends. And me and Jen bought some stuff. Oh, Lyle did too. Toby did not.
No, I didn't.
And then what else we did? We went for oh god. Somebody else take over at this point.
We went for an epic walk.
We did.
we were our Airbnb was not too far from LSU, and we had previously discussed, because we've all been kind of exercising and stuff, as well as the meal watching. And we had decided, I was like, hey, we should all go on a walk together because we never do that. And I was thinking we would do it like Friday or Saturday morning or something before Jen came. Well, she's been walking more herself lately and playing like a little phone app game called Pikmin Bloom, which is like it's a similar type game as Pokemon Go was, if you're familiar with that. So anyway, she's been playing that, and it's been inspiring her to just go for walks every day. Well, so she was like, oh, I want to go walking. So, okay. So after we did all this stuff, we went back to the house, we changed, and we looked around and we found a trail. Somebody found a trail around this lake nearby. Or there's a park near the lake, and they were like, let's go there. So we go, and there's a bunch of construction, and we couldn't even see the trail at first. And we're like, I don't know. We might have to go somewhere else. But then somebody spotted the trail, and we're like, okay, let's try. So we get out and we start walking. And we walk.
He's saying trail. It's really just sidewalk. There was sidewalk around the
trail around the thing.
Yeah.
And we're walking, and Toby's like checking his phone. All of a sudden, he goes, y'all, we are not halfway done yet. So we make this whole lap, In an hour and 10 minutes, it was 3.6 miles.
We didn't
Word.
walk around the whole damn lake.
Yeah, we did not know how big the lake was or nothing. We just went.
Yeah.
But it
And
was
I
fun.
had to pee at mile 1.
Yeah. Aaron was like, "You think somebody would let me if I just knocked on their door and asked them to use their bathroom? They would let me." But apparently, one of the roads we were walking along is sorority / fraternity house row, because it's all of the fraternities on the lake side of the road. Super big, nice houses.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we did a walk. Then we went to the grocery store. We got us some food for the house because we didn't want to go out and eat again on Saturday night. And then we showered, cooked, played some games again. And then this morning we had to be out by 10. So went to a little coffee shop to kill some time before we did an escape room. We did the Cutthroat Cavern.
Ooh.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Cutthroat Cavern at the 13th Gate escape room. And it was fantastic. It was really, really fun. I've only ever done an escape room one other time. It was at the same place. And that was really good, but this was even better to me. And
So
we won.
it's the place that puts on the 13th gate?
Yeah, it's the same venue that hosts the big haunted house in Baton
Okay.
Rouge, but it's
It's
buildings
next door,
adjacent.
yeah.
Yeah, it's buildings adjacent to the haunted house building, and it's the same guy. He designs all of these sets and all of these mechanisms and things, and they're really, really big, immersive escape rooms. And it's you hear us. I don't know if you have you ever done one, Sadie?
Yeah, I've done one, a
Okay.
small one, not anything
Right.
elaborate.
You say escape room and people might think, well, it's just one room and you use clues and you got to get out. No, these are like multi-room, big machines, multiple puzzles. Like it's intense.
It's intense, yeah. Never
But
done one like that.
so cool. Highly recommend. Really fun. Go with a group of people. Get you some Smarties and go solve some puzzles. Anyway, so we did that today, and then what else did we do? We went to a little game shop to play a game before we left each other for the weekend.
Did you not mention sushi masa?
Oh God, I didn't. How in the world? I'm still full from it. Yeah, that's right. After the escape room, we went eat at Sushi Masa, which is like an all you can eat sushi experience. They have one in the Lafayette area that we go to sometimes, and then there's one in Baton Rouge. So we went to that one. It was so good. That was our weekend, this past weekend. What else? Did I leave anything out?
don't
No,
think
I don't think
so.
so. We played.
Loud didn't win any games. I know that.
Oh, that's not true.
What you won?
We played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We played 8 games.
He won Nemesis.
Oh, that's right. That's what he won.
We played 2 games twice each. Yeah, I won Nemesis, and we all won Sentinels of the Multiverse together
All right.
as a team. But every other game I lost.
Good times.
Except rock, paper, scissors against me.
Yeah, I beat Aaron in Rock Paper Scissors, which is a extremely uncommon occurrence.
Okay.
Yeah, our record is like 2 and 200.
Yeah. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit because we're running a little long.
Yeah.
Let's do a game.
Okay.
Let's bring back 20 questions.
Okay.
So we probably only have time to do like 1 or 2, but let's have someone think of something good and then give us like a category, and we'll do 20 questions and see if we can get it.
Assuming you're familiar with it, Sadie?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We'll give you the option first. Do you have something in mind?
No, y'all go
Okay.
first. One of
Okay,
y'all go first.
let's think about it. Oh, I have something.
Okay, well, we're all gonna have to ask questions.
Yeah. Everybody participates, but I have the
Yeah.
item. Okay. So it's a thing. It's an item. It's a thing. Is the category. And I'll keep track of your questions here. So
This is
yes or no
question
question.
0.
Oh, is that how we're gonna do it? Okay.
No.
I have a question, Zero.
Is it a dildo? Let's get
It
that
is
out the
not.
way.
It is not.
I have a question, Zero.
Okay.
Can we have 21 questions since there's 3 of us?
Ooh.
Yes, we'll make it 21 questions since
That's
it's
good.
special guests,
Thanks.
and
Okay.
it'll be even.
So Aaron had question number 1.
I was kidding.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That almost was legitimately my question number 1 since that was his item last time.
I know. That's why I asked. Assuming he's not going to use the same item.
Never
Right.
know.
Yeah, he's a little tricky.
Those are reusable. He said it goes in the dishwasher.
All right.
Okay.
And you guys don't have to go in any order unless y'all really want to.
And it's an item, you said?
Correct.
Okay. I would say let's just if you have a question, ask it, basically.
Okay.
Like, we don't really, unless y'all want to do round robin, but that would just be more editing on Toby's part.
Yeah. I think, like you said, if you have something
Yeah.
good, shout it out, but don't monopolize the questions.
Yeah.
Was it created in the 2000s? The aught?
No.
It's not the camp out, y'all.
Okay. It was not created in the 2000s.
And it's an item?
Uh-huh. One more time, ask me that.
Okay. I'm taking notes.
So am I. So if y'all have a question, I can give you back the...
Is it just yes or no answers or
Correct.
okay.
Do you use this item in an office?
I would say no. You could, but I would say no. I don't know. Maybe that's a yes.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Well, you know what? Let me retract that. It's more yes than no.
Okay.
So can be used in an office.
Yeah.
Signs point to yes. As the Magic 8 Ball would say.
I'm trying to think of a question.
Is it small enough for an average person to lift?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Is this something you have in your house?
It is not.
Does this item have like lights? Like does it have lights?
No, it does not.
Is it colorful?
I don't think so, no.
Not typically colorful.
No.
Is it sold by the case?
No.
Like to an off?
No.
It's the confusion whether it needed to be in an office or not is what's getting me.
Don't because of the way I responded, just don't get hung up on that question.
Okay.
because it's not going to lead you to anything.
Too
Here's a
late.
little recap for you guys because y'all are 6 questions in. Was it
We're
created?
7 questions in. This is number 8.
Oh yeah, I forgot because we did 21. Was it created in the 2000s? No. Do you or can you use it in office? Technically, yeah. Is it small enough for the average person to lift? Yes. Is this something I have in my house? No. Does it have lights? No. Is it colorful? No. Is it sold by the case? No.
Is it breakable?
Yes. It is breakable.
Ooh.
Don't break it.
Does it make sounds?
It does not.
Mm. Saying I had a good idea, but I don't think you're that pedantic.
Say that to my face.
But maybe you are. Maybe you are. I was saying a nice thing about it.
Oh.
Simmer down now.
As if this is a play, I'm going to put in italics. Aaron Google's pedantic. Okay.
It's like how Oliver is when you're like, hey, could you go get me that cup? And he'll be like, that's a water bottle.
Right.
And I'm like, the fucking thing you drink out of, dude.
Yeah.
Like, go get me the beverage containment device. Like, Jesus. Like, it's correction, like little minor correction stuff.
And he's not lying. We stopped censoring ourselves. These kids need to know what we really feel.
I told Simon a little while ago he was doing something, and I was like, would you please stop doing that? And he was like, well, blah, blah. I was like, just don't be an asshole.
I
And he
heard you
said-
say that.
He said, okay. Does he actually know what that means? Probably not really.
He's gonna
Yeah,
go to school, and one of his classes is gonna be annoying him. He's gonna say, "Dude, just don't be an asshole."
Listen, some kids, aside from the 20 questions, real fast. Some kids down the street when I was a kid were kind of bullying me in one of their backyards, and they like had me in a headlock and were doing whatever to me, and I was like, "Get off me, you bitch!"
Oh,
And they went down the street and tattled on me to my mom, who punished me in my room, and then later came in and was like, "Listen, you can't say that, but also I know where you learned it from. So just don't, you can't say that though. That's not for a kid to say." So I got unpunished after a short amount of time. And I was like, they were beating me up.
Oh.
I didn't know what else to do.
About a year and a half ago, Simon was just like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Dude, you cannot say that."
Oh, children. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Number 10.
Is it used for any sort of food or drink prep?
no.
Okay.
He doesn't have one.
He doesn't have a coffee pot?
That's
Mm,
right. I technically don't. I have a Keurig. No carafes here.
all right. Not created in the 2000s and not the camp out. Yes, can be used in an office, small enough to lift. He does not have one at home, does not have lights, not typically colorful, not sold by the case. It is breakable, does not make sounds, not used for food or drink prep.
Dang, what the?
I'm just so
I'm
confused.
trying to think of what would be in an office that Toby doesn't have in his house.
Again, do not get hung up on the office question, please.
Too
Maybe
late.
even forget that it was asked because it's
Okay.
not going to help you.
Do my best.
Is it a piece of furniture?
It is not.
Whoops.
Mm,
Question 12.
12.
Oh, you guys have 10 left.
Yeah.
Let me know if you guys want to introduce hints at some point.
Oh, yeah, we need a hint.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
Your first hint will be this is an item that aids you in something.
You know what?
Ooh.
Thank you so much for no help.
That's a good clue.
Oh shoot. Well, maybe it is, but we don't know that yet.
And it's breakable, but it aids you in something.
Mm-hmm.
This better not be a glass dildo.
They are breakable.
They do aid you.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see here. And it's breakable. It's not used for food prep, but it doesn't have lights or make sound. What the hell? Everything that's breakable and not used for food prep makes lights and sound.
Well, that is not true.
Every object on planet Earth.
Don't
Where's
be so
Scooby Doo?
pedantic.
Ooh. Could it come in fun shapes and like design?
I would say no. Not at all, really.
I was on that paperweight
Oh,
for anyone wondering where that weird ass question. Hey Kat, what do you want? Why are you in here? Gone for 3 days? Is that what you want?
Does it hang on a wall?
Ooh,
no. Nope.
good question.
8 questions left.
Aaron, we got to start giving this cat her allergy medicine.
Okay.
Oh, she's ripping out hair again.
No, but she's got to feel some little bumps under her chin.
Oh,
They're real tiny.
I'm,
I have no freaking clue.
Me too. I don't even know what to ask anymore.
Breakable? You don't have. You got all your organs, or you had some of them removed?
I
This is not
don't.
an official question.
I don't have tonsils anymore, but that's it.
Those aren't that I know of.
And I don't have them because they wouldn't aid me in shit.
Just tonsillitis.
That's it.
You got any ideas, Aaron?
Mm-mm.
What could it be? Ooh. Is it related to magnets in any way?
No.
Does it hold some other substance?
No.
Okay. It's not an hourglass.
Or like a thermometer?
Is it
Thermometer.
like, I don't even know how to access. Is it some sort of decor?
No.
Clue time.
Okay.
Because what we have 17, 18, 19, 20, 5 questions left.
Yeah.
And it better fucking be good.
I would say, let me go back to Sadie's question and say there may be times when it's used more for decor than its actual intended purpose, but strictly thinking about the item and what it is and what it's used for, it's not for decor. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And you said
Okay.
it's not used to hold other stuff, though?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, no. It's not a vessel for anything. Okay, clue. This item is something you wear.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Is it glasses?
It is not glasses.
It better not be a glass dildo.
It is not a glass dildo.
I don't know why. I can't get it out of my head. Okay.
But Lyle, it
Is
is
it
not glasses.
sunglasses?
No, it's not glasses. Is.
Oh.
Oh, wait, I know what it is.
Go for it.
Is it a monocle?
Yes. A monocle.
Casey's probably over there. Question 1. It's a fucking monocle.
I'm hoping so.
Our walls.
So at lunch today, we got into some random discussion, and the subject of monocle came up. Oh, because we were talking about Monopoly and the Monopoly, the Mandela effect of people thinking the Monopoly man had a monocle. So anyway, monocle popped in my head. I thought it'd be a good clue.
You almost got us.
Okay, cool. Good job, guys. Well, from here, we will move on to, let's do some Did You Knows before our top 3.
Did you know? Did you go, Aaron?
I don't remember it. Did you know? Oh! That's not it.
No,
okay.
but
Don't have
it's,
to
But
be
it's
the
a
same.
revamp.
it's great. Remix.
Just
All
a
right.
reminder to everyone, I've already done it.
Done what?
Already did my Did You Know
Oh yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah, earlier. True.
back in Cougar Town.
Cougar Town.
Okay. Okay, well, here's mine real quick. Did you guys know that the record for the longest concert in the Guinness World Records was 437 hours and 54 minutes?
Holy smoke. Nope.
Wow.
It was a concert by multiple artists in Canada, Ontario, Canada. It lasted from March 17th to April 5th in 2017. It was hosted by the Epidemic Music Group, and they specifically chose to do this to break the record, to bring their nation together during Canada's 150th anniversary.
Huh.
Don't know what kind of music or what variety it was, but 437-hour-long concert. Jesus
That is
Christ.
quite the thing. I did not know
No
that.
thanks.
Right? Aaron doesn't want to go to a 2-hour concert.
No.
Okay, that's
All
mine.
right. You want to go, Sadie? Do you have one?
Yeah, I do.
All right, hit us up.
So, did you know that goldfish can lose their color if they're kept in a dark room for too long?
What?
What?
No.
Yes.
Know that.
Wait a second.
Yes.
Technically, the same thing happens to us.
Oh.
So
Are there any
that
other?
being said, we're goldfish.
Oh, wow.
They're our ancestors.
Yeah, we're descendants of goldfish.
So they don't turn white, but they just fade
Oh.
because
That's
they still get
interesting.
some of their color from their diet. What they
Interesting.
eat.
Now I want to go look up pictures of faded goldfish.
It's a word. It's called chromatophores. I'm assuming it's
Chromatophores.
chromatophores. Yes.
Oh yeah, look at that little faded goldfish. That's interesting. Wow.
Also, I would like to say, I do now have a Did You Know?
Okay.
Okay.
Did you know that Sadie, our guest, first of all, you just reminded me with that word you said.
Chromatophore.
Yeah, is the person we were talking about who has the fear of odd numbers.
Impar numerophobia.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad you remember to bring that up.
Mhm.
It's me. It's me.
It's me.
I think about you every single time I set my microwave
I do too.
because I just hit 2 numbers and hit start, and sometimes it's 45, sometimes it's 43. You never know.
What
So,
the
so
what?
recap, Sadie. Explain the phobia. for
So
people.
I just can't have if I like put volume on the TV, if I put the AC in the car, if I put something on the microwave, it has to be an even number. It cannot be an odd number.
Does 5 count? Is 5 okay?
5 is sometimes okay.
I have a friend who's
Sometimes.
like, he's like, his TV volume has to be an even number, or a 5 is okay. Like a 25 would be all right, but not
5
7.
sometimes okay. And our living room TV, we have a sound bar. And for some reason, once you get past 18, it goes to odd numbers.
Like there are no even numbers.
No even numbers. It
Oh.
skips 23, 25, 27, and it eats me alive.
Why haven't you returned this yet?
Yeah, I was about to say, you didn't just return that sucker?
It just
So do you just always watch your TV like basically on mute?
She put
No,
a kid toy
I
in front of
just
There's a little bluey doll right there.
I
You
just
put electrical
literally
you put electrical tape over the 18 and
Yeah.
above numbers.
I literally it ate me up for the longest time, but now I had to just get over it because whatever. But anything else, oh my god, when I'm in the car, the AC has to be on an even number. Has to.
That is so funny. Okay, that was a good
Aside.
callback, Aaron. Aside, yeah.
I didn't know I had a phobia until
Till that
Toby brought it
episode.
up.
That's
Okay, Lyle.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna take y'all on a bit of a journey.
Don't
This
you
is
always?
something I saw on this is something I saw on Facebook as we were leaving the restaurant Friday night, and I wanted to tell them so bad, but I was like, they were like, "You should save it for the podcast." I said, "Okay, fine. It's only in 2 days. I can do that."
Yay.
So, have you ever heard the name Stephen Bradbury before?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Okay, he was in the 2002 Winter Olympics.
Okay.
He was a speed skater, like the little short track they go round and round in circles.
Okay.
Okay. He won his qualifying heat convincingly.
Okay.
In the quarterfinals, his race was Apollo Ono, which is like one of the really famous speed skaters,
I know
Yes.
him.
and another like really favored racer, and only the top 2 would advance out of the quarterfinals. Steven placed 3rd and thought he was eliminated, but the second place finisher behind Apollo Ono was disqualified for obstructing another racer, allowing Steven to advance.
Okay.
He did not think he could keep pace with the remaining racers in the semifinals because he was the second oldest competitor in the field. So after discussing with his coach, he decided to pace the pack as best he could, but just kind of hang back a little bit in hope that the competition and pressure would cause other racers to take risks and crash, allowing him to sneak into the leading positions. He was happy with where he had gotten, but he was like, I'm going to try this strategy, and if it works out, it works out. So, cut to the semifinals. He's in last place, way out of advancing to the final. But a large crash in the leaders allowed him to pull all the way into first and advance to the finals. Then, in the finals, with only 50 meters left in the race, so like probably 8 seconds in speed skating,
I remember
he was
this happening.
trailing the 4 leaders by 15 meters and well out of medal contention. But the 4 were jostling for gold, and they all crashed, allowing him to pull into first place and win the gold medal.
Get out of
So
here.
he won his heat, would have been out in the quarterfinals, but somebody got disqualified, so he moved on. Then 2 crashes of everyone in front of him got him first and a gold medal, which was Australia's first ever Winter Olympic. He was their first ever Winter Olympic medalist in a previous Olympics, and at this one, he was both Australia and the Southern Hemisphere's first ever Winter Olympics gold medalist.
Wow. And last since.
Well, he was that was like his retirement Olympics or whatever. He was just like in his 40s, I think,
That's crazy.
at the time. But yeah,
No,
so
he was asking if Australia's ever gotten a Winter Olympic medal,
Oh.
right?
I'm sure.
Again?
Yeah,
Yeah, like what was he has
he was their
shit, I
first
can't
line.
spit it out. Yeah, has anyone else from the Southern Hemisphere won? I don't know.
Let me
Because
see.
you would think they're not particularly equipped
Australia
for.
at the Winter Olympics, they have 6 golds, 7 silvers, and 6 bronzes.
Okay,
all
they're
time.
doing that thing.
So they've gotten 6 more since 2000.
Interesting. And why did this pop up in your head on the ride after the
I saw it
supper?
on Facebook. There was like a little
Oh,
screen
okay.
cap of it. The specifically, I'll read that to you because it's a little more. It says, "Never forget that Australia's first ever Winter Olympics gold was won because the guy was coming dead last and everyone in front of him fell over." And then somebody said, "Even better, the only reason he was in the final because the same thing happened in the semifinals, and the only reason he was in the semifinals because one of the guys that beat him got disqualified."
Hmm. Wow. Oh, I
I
just
totally
remembered.
remember that happening.
I just thought that was really cool and funny when I saw that. So I was like, this is a great did you know?
That is a good one. I did not remember that. I did just remember though. We wanted Aaron to just briefly talk about the Lilo and Stitch movie. That's
Yeah.
one thing that we didn't recap that you did.
Aaron took the kids to the live action Lilo and Stitch movie, and I stayed home because I refused to watch them live action.
So how was it?
It was good.
Yeah.
I kind of have been not really against the live action movies, but I don't go out my way to watch them. There's been a bunch I haven't seen yet.
Mm-hmm.
Just not overly interested, I guess. But anyway, um, the kids had not left the house since they got out of school, and I'm off on Wednesdays. So I was like, I need to get them out the house. So I messaged my mom and I was like, hey, what are you doing right now? And she was like, I'm thinking about taking the kids to the movies. Would you want to come with me? And she said, I need 30 minutes to get ready. I'm like, okay. So, yeah, we went to the movie. And they loved it.
Nice. I don't think I've seen the original. I need to go back and watch it. But my question is, because no spoilers, right? But
Right.
was the story in the remake like exactly the same as the original? Or did they add new story or
No, they changed it some.
they did change it? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But you still
There
liked it.
was a lot of like nods to like, and some of it was, I don't know if there was necessarily any shot for shot, but there was a lot of stuff that were super familiar.
Okay.
Um,
It's a different
but they
story
had
altogether or just
no, no, no,
new?
no, 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 no.
Okay.
Not a
Okay.
different story. Just in the way that a movie will change from a book,
Okay. Got it.
it kind of did that.
Okay.
Added some stuff in because you had to like be okay with humans and aliens having a sense of togetherness, like,
Yeah.
and being realistic. So some of that changed.
Gotcha.
And Stitch was a little more of an asshole in this one than he is
Okay.
in the animated version.
Okay.
But like, also, this is Lyle's problem with live action. Stitch is still animated, right?
Yeah.
He's
There's no
he's
real
not a
liability on.
drawn cartoon character, but he's CGI.
Right. Don't come at me with this live action Lion King bullshit when not one single thing is live nor in action.
All right. Let's move on before you stand on top of that soapbox again. All right. End of the episode. Top 3 lists. Special guest sponsored. Hit us with it, Sadie. What are we doing today?
So we're gonna do top 3 school food items from when we were kids.
Hey. We love talking about food.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do is start with your number 3. Everybody's going to go around and give their 3s, then we'll do 2s, then we'll do 1s. And we'll start with you, Sadie. So what is your
Okay.
number 3 top favorite school lunch item or school item? Guess it didn't have to be lunch.
Okay, so my number 3 is kind of like nostalgic. It's the hexagon pizzas.
Hexagon pizzas.
Do y'all not remember the hexagon pizzas?
They weren't hexagons for me.
Yeah, no, me either.
What were they?
Ours
They
were
were
square or rectangle.
rectangular. Yeah.
Okay,
that's really
I
bad.
had the square and rectangle one too. And they had like the breakfast pizzas, but this one was hexagon.
Okay.
But it was just like pepperoni, cheese, like thin crust.
Huh.
I just remember those hexagon pizzas.
That's funny. And was it like served in anything heated, or it was just like a cut piece of pizza?
It was just a cut pizza.
Like it wasn't individually wrapped or anything.
No.
Huh. Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
All right. Who's
Nice.
next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
My number 3 school lunch menu item when I was a kid was the peaches in the little
Okay.
plastic cup.
Oh.
Now, I am generally not a peaches fan.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't dislike them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to get some peaches, really.
Peaches,
But
peaches,
something
peaches,
about
peaches.
them school lunch peaches in the little plastic container hit. And
That's
so
funny. That's not
I-
even on my radar.
that was just something that just immediately I thought of in my head when this came up.
Okay.
I did
I
have
don't
to
know.
think about this one a little bit for show.
I remember like the canned sliced peaches,
Me too.
but not in a contain, like not the ones in.
That's what it was. They were canned sliced peaches, but they served all of our stuff like that was served in these little square plastic like serving dish that was then placed on the tray.
Okay,
So
yeah.
not prepackaged.
Ours was just
No.
in a divider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just put it straight on the tray.
Right.
Yeah.
No, ours like we
That's what
had-
they do now, unless it's super liquidy.
Yeah, ours
Hmm.
was on. It was just like a little. I'll find a picture of it.
Okay. I think I understand.
Okay.
Okay. Aaron, what's your top 3 or your third?
Thing. I gotta change my
Okay.
thing now based on what Lyle said.
Do
Okay.
you?
Yes, because it
Okay.
made me remember one thing.
Oh.
That little dab of peach cobbler.
Ooh.
You remember
Oh.
that?
Kind of.
It was like a
Kinda,
little
yeah.
peach cobbler cake key thing.
Yeah, it was crusty and
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh.
Yep.
I think I know what you're talking about. Well, mine is spaghetti.
Oh.
We always had the best spaghetti at school. And I just remember it pretty vividly. There's
Yeah.
one place we eat lunch down at work, one little restaurant we go to that has a plate lunch of spaghetti that's pretty close to school, what I remember school lunch spaghetti being. We always go have it when they serve it. But yep, I love me some school lunch spaghetti. Loose ground meat school lunch spaghetti. Okay, back to Sadie, number 2.
Okay, so my last 2, the top 2, are very specific to the schools I went to.
Okay, so just give us your second.
So my second is my high school's gumbo.
Oh, you from South Louisiana.
Yeah.
So we had gumbo day every other Thursday.
Okay.
And it was so popular that some people didn't even get to eat. Like
That's
if you
crazy.
yes, like so we had a cafeteria in our high school, and then we had like a commons area that just sold like things like the hexagon pizzas.
Okay.
So not everybody ate in the cafeteria every day. So like on regular days, it would kind of be split up in half. On gumbo days,
Everybody
everyone was cafeteria. So like if you had like a cool teacher, they would let you out 10 minutes early to go wait in line.
Get out of here.
Yes.
I've never heard this before.
Yes, gumbo Thursdays at my high school. And anyone who listens to this, like that went to this, I don't know who will, but
Yeah.
literally will know about gumbo Thursdays.
That's so funny.
Yes.
I don't think I had a gumbo as a meal ever in school.
Yes. It was the best gumbo. It probably
Oh,
wasn't the best gumbo, but it was just like,
for school lunch gumbo is probably
yeah,
pretty
I
good.
mean, just good, yeah.
Lau just sent us a chat of his dish. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. That makes sense. The little tray.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I also sent a YouTube video, the YouTube video of the guy.
Yeah, see the medalist.
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Just in this
In
chat, the meaty chat's recording chat.
Oh, okay. The voice chat.
Yeah. Okay, Lyle, what's your number 2?
Oh, I'm up again already. Golly. All right.
Uh-huh.
My number 2 is. Oh, hang on. Do I want to switch my number 1 and 2? Yes. My number 2 is Sloppy Joe's.
Oh Lord.
Now, I know a lot of people don't really like Sloppy Joe's, and I like Sloppy Joe's kind of okay, but the school Sloppy Joe's, not only were they good, but also they weren't super popular. So that means I get to go back up and get all the leftovers after I already ate my meal. I get a second meal, maybe a third meal if I'm lucky.
My God.
So Sloppy Joe Day was a good day for Lyle.
That's your
Yeah.
new nickname, Sloppy Joe.
in high school, Lyle went every single day to get left seconds.
Yeah, we sat at the closest table up by where you got the food, which was right next to the teacher's table, just so that we could be first up when the line ended to get leftovers.
That is so funny. I am not a Sloppy Joe fan. Never have been. What was the popular can brand?
Manwich.
Manwich. Yeah. Get you
My
some
kids like Sloppy
Manwich.
Joes too.
Wes was
Okay.
talking about making Sloppy Joes today. Like,
Oh, that just unlocked a memory. With the
Yeah.
school lunch spaghetti, we would a lot of times get a regular piece of white bread, but they would put butter on it. And you
yes,
take some of that spaghetti and you put it on that bread and do a rollover sandwich.
make a spaghetti
Oh
sandwich.
my God. That was so fucking good. I want to eat that right now. Oh, okay.
That's 19 points.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, but I want to. Okay, so Sloppy Joe's Law's number 2. What about you, Aaron?
Mine was the hot ham and cheese
Okay.
sandwiches.
Ooh, good call.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't think we had those. Maybe we did. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
What was it like?
Sounds like
Talk about
somebody didn't have a good dietitian.
how did they make them? Like, was it regular bread, special bread?
It was like a ciabatta bun almost,
Okay.
but not as fancy.
Okay.
And literally ham. I want to say like a piece of like actual ham, not sandwich meat ham,
Okay.
with cheese melted.
Okay. So like some thick cut ham with some melted cheese.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Mm-hmm.
My number 2 is pretty much any variety of the breads that we got with school lunch. The rolls, the just any side of bread was always just really good. Fresh, soft. I love me some school bread.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's it. Mhm. All right, Sadie, back to you for numero 1.
So my number 1, my mouth's watering thinking about it. This comes from my elementary school. We used to have this cook, and she used to make parsley rice,
Mm.
and it was the best parsley rice.
It was like a
What?
yellow rice.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And fun fact about this, okay? So her name was Miss Barbara. And
Oh.
Miss Barbara moved to Sunset
Okay.
like right after I finished at elementary school. And my mom knew her because my mom volunteered at the school a lot.
Uh-huh.
And one time we came to visit y'all in
Okay.
Opelousas.
Uh-huh.
It came to visit y'all. And my mom reached out to her and we met up and she gave my mom the recipe
I think I remember this story now you telling it.
to the parsley rice, but it never came out as good as hers. Never.
Oh,
But
Renee. Get it together, Renee.
Renee don't ever know how to duplicate recipes.
Well, I will say to Renee's defense, sometimes those school lunch recipes are made on such a scale that it's hard to
Yeah.
replicate smaller versions of it, right?
Hers comes out good, but Ms. Barbara's
It don't hit like Barbara's.
is just so much better. It was
That's
like
funny.
not too juicy a rice, but not too dry rice. It was like just perfect rice with parsley on it, I guess.
Yeah, probably some parsley flakes, some dry.
Wouldn't it
parsley
be
flakes.
funny if it was just that Mahatma yellow rice bag? And like anybody could make it and Sadie just didn't know?
You know what makes it though is that South Louisiana water. That's what it is.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Made that water gets high.
We were on our walk in Baton Rouge, and there were some signs that apparently one of the streets around where we were walking were closed. The street's May Street, and what was it worded? May Street closed, or May
Yeah.
Street to be closed. And I told what?
Instead of street may be closed, it said May Street be closed or something like that.
I think it might have said May Street on the top and to be closed. Anyway, I told them this is how you tell people about roads in Louisiana. You say May Street to be closed.
Yeah. Like when you read it, it sounded so dumb.
Yes, correct. It was.
But
it was
it's just how we talk over here.
Okay, Lyle, what's your number one?
Oh, easy.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Chocolate milk in the bag. I don't want it in a jug. I don't want it in a glass. I don't want it in a carton.
Yeah.
Definitely not in a carton. I want it in the bag. And I always got chocolate milk because for some reason to me, and it might have been because it was like 1% or some other milk that I wasn't used to, but the white milk, the normal milk, always just tasted like a little slightly sour to me.
Oh.
And that could have just been, like I said, just it was different from what I had at home. But the chocolate milk in the bag. Ooh.
Sadie, did y'all have bags or did y'all have something else?
Cartons. I never had a bag.
Ooh,
Okay.
We had cartons every now and then. And
See, she's young enough though. They
They
switched, I think.
They did switch. I never had cartons. We always had bags.
I mean, I understand because the bag that's a bunch of plastic.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But also, like, you had to trust all of the children to be able to put their straw in their bag.
Yeah.
True.
That's what I was thinking. I just looked it up and I'm like, how would you even?
I had some friends that would just stab the straw through the bag and then slurp it out of the section
The
of
hole.
the tray.
Oh God.
Like leak out into the bottom of the tray and they just slurp it up with the straw.
We used to sometimes do the thing where it was those little yellow straws with the pointy end.
Yep.
And you would poke it all the way through,
Yeah.
and then the milk wouldn't come out because it was clogging the hole. And then you would just play with it like that.
You know what my friends and I did every now and then?
What?
You have an unopened bag that you haven't done anything with,
Uh-huh.
and you kind of poke one of the corners in, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then you put like some corn or something in there, and then you smack the top of the bag, and it just launches across the cafeteria.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's why we don't have bag milk anymore.
Yeah, there you go. And my favorite part was sucking out all that last bit of milk and getting that.
Oh yeah, you gotta squeeze it.
Yeah.
Just like a Capri Sun. It's the same concept.
I was
Pretty
about to
much.
say that. I'm like,
Except
Capri
it's
Sun.
clear, so you could see the inside. You could see all the liquid just getting.
You knew how
Also, it's flimsier
Yes, it's
than a
not
Capri
thick.
Sun.
right.
Ain't no gusset on that bag, you know?
It was less close to a Capri Sun and more close to a breast implant.
Yes.
Okay, that's a reference.
Hey,
For all you Panthers out there.
Yeah.
Saber-tooth tigers.
Call us
Sorry.
up.
Yeah, for all you saber-tooths out there. Okay, Aaron, what's your number one?
Ain't nothing topping them rolls.
I knew.
Okay,
I
now.
told her I was gonna bet her that her top 3 was rolls.
Oh yeah, Aaron is a whore for a good roll.
Yeah.
I used to have a friend who just like didn't eat her school lunch. And I knew every day I was gonna get that bread. Yeah.
That school bread is so good.
It always was
Really
good.
is.
I
God.
do have a recipe for it, and I made it one time.
What
Yeah.
is that just like a yeast roll type of thing?
Yeah, I
think
think
so.
so. And let me tell you how long I've been eating this school bread. Let me
She's
just
old,
tell
so a
you.
long time.
My mama was an Avon lady, and she sold Avon to the junior high cafeteria ladies, and we used to go deliver their Avon at 9 a.m. in the morning. And when I was a little toddler, I was walking around that junior high cafeteria while my mom talked to the lunch ladies eating me a roll of bread.
Here, girl, eat this and go play.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. They so much so they called me Baby Bonnet even when I was in junior high.
Oh,
The
wow.
adults are talking. Get out of here.
That's funny.
They were like, "Hey, Baby Bonnet."
God.
And then the principal started calling me that. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, them bread rolls and my honorable mention is everything else.
True.
I
Yeah.
love school lunch.
Our
Yeah.
kids ask like fairly regularly if they can bring their lunch to school, and I'm like, why would you want to? I was always a eat school at lunch kid, and it was
Mhm.
always good, and I was always happy, and I was always confused about the people that just straight up refused to eat it. Like I understand if
Us
like,
too.
your kid has like a very particular palate or something like that, I can get it.
Yeah.
But like, man,
We had a
and
couple of kids in elementary that brought Hot Pockets every day.
right. Like I went to they have a thing at our kids' school that they just started or restarted this year, I don't know, where you get some lunch passes and you can go meet your kid for lunch and sit down with them and eat lunch and visit with them and stuff. And they go back to class or recess or wherever.
Yeah.
And I went twice, once for each boy, and both those meals were good. I had
Yeah.
a good little meal for myself. I sent
Hell
pictures
yeah.
to Aaron and Toby. They saw them.
I remember.
Also, like 40% probably of every class brings their lunch.
It's so crazy now.
In Oliver School.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild.
It's
I
Lunch
wild.
is
don't, the boys don't particularly dislike the food. I just think they think it's cool to bring their lunchbox to school.
Right.
Yeah.
school lunches are free here now.
Yeah.
Ours too, this year.
I
Yeah,
think they're
like
not
it's
going to be
crazy.
next year, which sucks.
Yeah, like they kind of rotate around the parishes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The budget shifts and then now you have to charge.
Mm-hmm. Because we had his kindergarten year, we didn't have to pay. I don't think his first grade year we had to pay, but his second grade year we had to pay. And that was kind of a pain in the butt. I had to keep reloading his little thing.
Oh no. See, and that's another thing. I can tell you from kindergarten, I went to school with my $5 or whatever it was,
Yep.
and I gave it to the lunch lady on Monday, and I put it on my account, and I could eat lunch all week or whatever. But I always brought that little $5 cash to school. I mean, I guess that's how kids used to get their lunch money stolen or whatever. But I would just bring that $5 to school, and I was very careful with it because I sure was not going to miss lunch. So I had to make sure I didn't lose it or get it, whatever. I had to make sure it got to the cafeteria lady Monday morning.
Yeah. We used to
My
have to bring
mom,
money in an envelope, either a check or some cash.
yeah, my mom used to write a $5 check every week.
Hmm. I don't remember how often we had to pay, but I remember bringing a check. Okay, my number one, and then we're going to wrap this up. I loved that bag pizza.
Okay,
don't know.
the bag pizza?
Yes,
Plain.
they would all heat it up, it would be on your tray already heated up, but in the bag. So they must have just microwaved it or whatever. But it was so good to me. I used to love that shit.
And I literally don't know what you're talking about.
Just
it
look
in,
up
like,
bag school lunch bag pizza.
Is it
and
in like a
you'll
paper bag, like if you get a
no
paper bag, like,
plastic
tomorrow
clear.
or whatever? Pure plastic.
Plastic clear. Yep.
Never heard of this.
This was
I'm
elementary
looking
school.
it up, and I literally have never seen that.
You see
Pull up here,
pictures?
I searched school
Mhm.
lunch bag pizza. I'm about to click on images, but one of the images in like the normal Google search is a rectangular pizza. I was like, yeah, that's what we had.
That is, it was rectangular, and it was mostly just cheese. They may have had pepperonis on it sometimes, but
Ooh, I've seen this, but we
it
never
was
had.
good. I'm not seeing an exact picture,
See,
but
Aaron and I went to the same schools more or less, so
yeah.
our lunches were extremely similar because she's only 2 years older than me.
I am 1 year older than you, you motherfucker.
Oh God, that's funny. Alrighty then. That was a fun one. Some
Yeah,
school
good
lunch
topic
nostalgia.
as always.
Yes, our special guests have good topics always.
We've
Well,
been
Sadie, thanks for joining us.
Yes,
short.
thank you.
We grabbed you kind of short notice, but I'm glad you were able to join. You were on our short list of people we were planning to invite to come chat with us. So
and I'm glad Aaron remembered the phobia. That was a good
Yes.
yeah, that was good.
I remember listening to the episode and I was like, this is me. This is me.
He's talking about me. He's talking about me.
Stop talking about odd numbers.
I told her next time I saw her, I was going to keep an old medicine bottle and put some fake pills in it and write to treat import numerophobia on it. But we never got around to.
Make sure you put like 13 pills in the bottle too.
Yeah, exactly.
And always refill it to an odd number. Never say
cut a couple of them into cut a fourth off of a couple of them.
you cut them into thirds.
Do you have a lucky number?
Not really.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah, I don't really have a lucky number. I
Yeah.
think.
All right. Well, thank you guys again for listening, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye, Craig.